Hello friends, this is Dr. P.R. Chaudhary. Today we will be studying about different plant propagation methods. What is propagation? Multiplication of an individual plant or group of plants which have specific value to mankind is known as propagation. There are different methods of propagation which are classified into two groups: sexual method of propagation and asexual method of propagation. Sexual method of propagation involves multiplication of plants by seed. Seeds are fertilized ovules containing embryos resulting from the union of male and female gamete during fertilization. The embryo in the seed gives rise to a new plant after germination. And plants that are produced from seeds are called as seedlings and are through the method of sexual propagation. There are several advantages to the sexual propagation method. The plants which are developed by sexual method of propagation live longer, bear more heavily and are hardier. They are comparatively cheap and they can be raised very easily. You don't need any equipment to raise plants from seeds. Plants which are difficult to propagate by vegetative methods can be propagated only by seed. Example is in case of papaya and falsa. You can develop new hybrids by breeding methods with the help of sexual propagation. Chance seedling are developed through sexual propagation and which have superior characteristics and have great benefit to the horticultural industry. Example, your sweet orange, your mandarin orange are nothing but chance seedling in the nature. Usually most of the rootstocks are raised from seeds. Seed propagation or sexual propagation is also useful in producing virus-free plants. It is a convenient method of storing plants for a long time. Example, Indian lotus remains viable for more than 1000 years. And last, polyembryonic seeds. Polyembryonic seeds are the seeds where more than one seedling arises from one seed. They are developed from the cells of nucellus and are known as polyembryonic or nucellar seedlings. And all the seedlings developed from polyembryony are uniform in their characteristics and same like the mother plant. There are several disadvantages also to the method of sexual propagation. The seedlings or the plants developed from seed are not uniform in their growth, in the yielding capacity and the fruit quality as compared to the asexually propagated plants. Seedlings are not true to type and usually show variation. They usually have longer juvenile phase which is pre-bearing phase. Example, in mango seedlings, it takes 8 to 10 years for the tree to fruit, while in case of mango grafted plants, fruiting starts in 3 to 4 years. Seedling plants are very large in size and then it becomes difficult for harvesting, pruning, spraying, etc. and it also is expensive. You cannot derive benefits of rootstock if you use seedlings. Continuous seed propagation can lead to inferiority in the progeny. And usually seeds lose viability in short period in case of trees like citrus, mango, jackfruit, papaya, jamun, etc. Now let us study asexual method of propagation. Reproduction by means of vegetative parts such as roots, shoots, leaves or any part other than seed is known as asexual method of propagation. In asexual method, male and female sexes or gametes are not involved. It is also known as vegetative propagation or clonal propagation. There are several advantages to asexual method of propagation. Plants developed through asexually are true to type in uniformity of growth, yield and quality. They have characteristics same like the mother plant. In case of seedless fruit, this is the only method of propagation. Usually, asexually propagated plants are early in bearing and have short juvenile phase. You can take benefit of disease-resistant rootstocks, and the plants can be without pest or disease incidence. Rootstock hardiness to cold, drought can be taken advantage of. Example, orange do well on trifoliate stalk in areas where frost occurrence is frequent. Dwarfing rootstock can be used to reduce the height of the plants. Example, mulling 9 rootstock of apple. And dwarfing helps to increase number of plants in the plot. Bridge grafting or buttressing is usually utilized for healing wounds or rejuvenating old plants. Top working or inferior quality fruit trees can be converted into superior quality. You can grow 2 to 3 different varieties on same plant by budding or grafting methods. And finally, with use of cloning and mutation, new varieties also can be developed. Example are, there are several disadvantages also. In many cases, asexual method of propagation is more expensive than seed propagation, and it usually requires specialized skills for grafting, budding, layering techniques. Plants developed asexually are comparatively short-lived and are less vigorous. They usually lack taproot system and have poor anchorage and thus can be easily uprooted. They are also comparatively less hardy and can transmit viral diseases from plant to plant. And in the end, no new hybrid variety can be developed using asexual method of propagation. So these are the different methods of asexual propagation: by separation and division, by cutting, layering, budding and grafting, micropropagation and apomixis. We will be studying these methods in our next videos. Thank you.